great communication. We are, with each other, but looking to spice up your life, looking for to be a little, we're looking to go from posh spice to ginger. Yeah. So nonetheless, fine. But I feel like someone who I don't trust, if there is non-monogamy, it's probably because you're cheating. Because I don't trust you. Like, you have to, at least, and this is for me, you have to, I have to trust that you're going to protect yourself and me at all times. And that you're going to be honest about the times that you don't. And that, we will create parameters about the emotional boundaries, surrounding, our physical non-monogamy. Research has actually found that people who found that people found polyamory, often simplified as loving more than one person, marginally more palatable than arrangements allowing for sex without emotion. In another research done by Dr. Amy Moores for Chapman University and the Kinsey Institute, Dr. Moore cited that what we're finding is robust stigma, but not stigma like women don't belong in the workplace or smoking grass. It's like, this is morally bankrupt behavior. No strings attached sex. That's where our sex negative culture gets the best of us. Needless to say, I ended the night with no sex from anyone. And, this brings up another question. And I have been kind of weighing this out for some time. But if you decide that, and I'm gonna ask this question, but I'm gonna read a post to you from one of the Shade Room's famous Alexis Guy, who is she? What is she? I don't know who she is or what she does, but I see her name all the time. So she wrote, and I post, people stay screaming, know your worth. But what if you know your worth already, but what your worth is unavailable? Just stand 10 toes down and be alone till it is, or settle for less than your worth? Now that's the question, right? For me, do I stand 10 toes down right now and be single and just say, you know what, fuck it. I'm worth more than this. So therefore I'm going to pull myself out of the dating equation, period. Or I guess I don't need to stop dating. It's like I need to stop dating this one particular person. Yeah. So I feel like that's the dilemma for a lot of single people. Do you settle, because what you're worth is probably not going to be out there? Or do you stand 10 toes down and you say, fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm going to stay single. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I have always felt like it is difficult for me to, it's oftentimes difficult for me to start the idea of being single, like it's difficult for me to go from like being with someone, having someone check up on you, having someone give a fuck. Like, that's fun. That's nice. That's nice. And I like it. And so you don't want to go from that to having no one but your mama check up on you, if you're even lucky to get that. But you know what? My mom said to me the other day, a lot more people need to get into liking themselves. And she may actually be right. So I don't know, more news to come on that. I'm single, but it's complicated, but it's not complicated because I am single. But I love someone who is probably not worth it. Okay, let's move on. All right, so let's get into some crazy stuff that people do. Why do they do it? I don't know. So can we get into the Grammys? So this week, Grammy nominations were announced, right? That came out this week, yeah? And it is slated to air on CBS on January 31st, which may seem like a long time away, but not that long. So record of the year, Beyonce, DaBaby, Doja Cat, couple of other people. Album of the year, Janae Ayoko's Chilumbo. I didn't know that you guys were featuring that album like that. I really didn't. I'm really surprised. Post Malone, not surprised by that. The Box, Roddy Ricch, well deserved. Circles. Okay, for Post Malone, I'm gonna say yes because I do love that song. Let's see. Doja Cat, Best New Artist. Meg Thee Stallion, Best New Artist. Chica. Ooh, interesting. K-Tronada, Best New Artist. K-Tronada and okay, we're not gonna get into the argument about how some of these people aren't really new. I don't know, you guys. What did we care about? So we knew that there was some really huge snubs. The Weeknd. You guys, some of you guys were upset about Summer Walker, which we will get into in a minute because she's been going off. A lot of these people who are nominated for stuff, I don't know these songs. I don't know these people. Best R&B album, Aunt Clemens. Y'all know who that is? Okay. Luke James. Okay, we know who that is. John Legend. Great. Rap performance, Big Sean. DaBaby with The Bop. Jack Harlow with What's Poppin'. Lil Baby. Savage and Dior by Pop Smoke. Okay, well deserved. Anyways, I was upset because Popcorn he didn't get a reggae nomination. And I also felt like Dexter Daps had a really dope ass album. Like, and we never really get into our reggae bag. We never get into our dance hall bag at all here, but like, there are some people that like, y'all really gotta get into. Protege, please get into Alkaline Love. Please get into, I want to say her name is like Lila Ike. Lilaike. Okay, if you don't know who she is, just look her up. She's really, really dope. I'm trying to think. I know that there is some other people that I'm leaving out, but yeah, there are some of these girls like, please listen to Dexter Daps' album. It dropped in July. It's really, really dope. But there were some people that I was kind of surprised by. But I feel like, honestly, like, we do this every year. Like, we're like, oh my God, the Grammys didn't recognize people that we needed them to recognize. But, like, a lot of times, like, yes, there is great clout in getting that Grammy nomination. There's financial benefits to it. There is exposure benefits to it. What you can demand because of it is, it's tried and true. It's a true story. But I think that we still are putting way too much emphasis on the Grammys, in my opinion. So Summer Walker, before we get to Summer Walker, are you guys upset that The Weeknd wasn't nominated? Now, I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. Do you know I have not listened to that album? I'm not a fan. I am not a musical fan of the Weeknd. I'm not a big fan. I've never really been. I feel like his music is for white girls who like black guys, and for black guys who wear Oakley shades. No shade. I don't know. Nah, I know y'all go up for him. I know y'all do, but I don't know. Y'all go up for everybody for 5 seconds and then y'all are like back down to earth. Like, why y'all not talking about Bryson Tiller's album no more? Like, have you guys listened to the new 2 Chainz? Dope. Please listen to it. Also, please get into the new Yachty and also the new Juicy J. The new Juicy J is really dope. A lot of features. A lot of features, which I guess I'm not surprised at. I'm used to Juicy from 3-6. I'm used to Juicy in all of the records that he's produced and written on and etc. And he has a particular style. And so this record, if you like bounce, really dope. 2 Chainz album, really dope. Yachty, I love Yachty. So I love Yachty. I love his family. I love everything that he's about. I love his whole vibe. So I just, I think he needs another Kerwin Frost interview. Just my opinion. So can we talk about what is in the air this week? Because there seems to be a lot of stank in the air this week. The girls were big mad this week. The energy, is it me or were there some off energies this week? Like people were big mad this week. And I think that people oftentimes have a hard time expressing. I think what I've witnessed this week is a lot of, I'm going to cut my nose off to spite my face kind of pride, even from myself. And it's such a dangerous energy. It's such a dangerous and low-lying energy. And it's hard when you are in a schism with someone to be vulnerable in that moment because you want to assert your power, your dominance. And you want to get them to see things your way. And it's like not the opportunity for you to be vulnerable. But what I have challenged myself is, those are the moments where you need to say so, in the words of Doja Cat. Like you need to just say, hey man, I am not sure how to deal with these particular feelings that I have right now. And I feel like I'm going to miss you. And I feel like I love you. And I have issues with abandonment. Like this is all. And you might be like, wait, huh? What? All right. So let's get to Summer Walker then. Right? So Summer Walker and her man, London on the Track, seem to have... Now, Summer Walker announced that she was pregnant. And it seems that her and London are having a little bit of a public lovers quarrel. Now, here's the thing, right? We talked about this. When you let people into your relationship like this, they're going to feel like they have an opinion. Not just about your relationship, but about you. And you can't come back now and be like, yeah, because people be like all of my business. But you have invited us now in, Okay? So this is the problem for when you put your business on social media.